Hey, Crystal here, back with another one. And I would like to make this a part 2 of my shadow work segment, the second of many to come. Now, it's so cool, right? Because this is part 2 of the shadow work segment. And in this video, I'm basically going to talk about, from my viewpoint, my perspective of masculine and the feminine energies and combining the two. So this is probably one of the most deepest, most dopest forms of shadow work. The feminine and the masculine combining the both to make something out of nothing. Esoterically speaking, I would say you do this within oneself, and some people say that you have to master your feminine and your masculine sides before you can come into union with your feminine or your masculine, whichever have you, depending on who you are. If you're a feminine or a masculine, or you consider yourself as either or, right? Which, it kind of makes sense, but sometimes it takes two to tangle. And sometimes it can only the only thing that you would need to get that to that level of combining the two is actually coming into union before both of the individuals master each energies within oneself. Sometimes it takes for us feminine to come into contact with the real masculine to teach us how to balance our masculine energy. Some women are very dope. I mean, some females are dope and have a better understanding of this because they've done more work in previous lifetimes to where they don't need the masculine to help them master their masculine side before they meet their actual life partner or other half. So once you meet your other half, you guys come together with an agreement for a mission. Most relationships and marriages fail because people are out here just on sole purpose of survival, lust, lack, and just bored and not knowing, no real spiritual fortitude, or cosmic tude. That's I just made that up. Cosmic tude, as in knowing your cosmic and astrological makeup to have an idea of where you should be going on this path, aka North Node energy, and living in your North Node. Following a North Star, if you will, okay, which helps you figure out more so what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And a more physical approach to that and how it plays out, which is so beautiful to me. And shout out to all the mom and pop stores. Protect all the mom and pop stores, restaurants, and businesses at all costs. Because that's literally, aside from coming into union with your other half, which is kind of rare these days. And, if you do have your other half, much love, protection, and respect, and longevity to all of you. Now, another physical representation of that, to me, is mom and pop stores. Why? Mom and pop stores, basically, to me, it's being the outcome and the starting point of the masculine and feminine making something out of nothing and letting their experiences be a vessel for all possibility. Because these two people came together and created something, whether it be a business, a platform, or some type of product, or some type of educational establishment for people to learn. Usually things become successful when you have a mom and pop. That's why we call it mom and pop stores. So it's just beautiful how all of the things that we are supposed to be doing are like right in front of us. And if you look in today's times, you see it's a mixture. Some mom and pop stores are thriving while a lot of them are at risk. And that's why it's very important to support mom and pop stores, because these big companies, not, to take away from them, some of them started off as mom and pops and they just got big. But most of these are kind of like my previous live, is puppets and put in place to distract and deter people away from the mom and pop stores and to think like these big companies are the way to be. Not all of them, but most of them are paid puppets and bought out. They start off as mom and pops, and then before you know it, mom and pops have already transitioned into their next vessel or realm or whatever have you, and then the grandchildren or the great-great-grandchildren have sold the business to some higher up, and it's just tarnished. So it's no longer has that esoteric really meaning of the feminine and the masculine coming together to make something out of nothing. So yeah, that's a part of shadow work, which is learning how to under and understand your masculine and your feminine. That way, when your masculine or your feminine is there, you can identify your other half more easier. Or if you have not, once you do come into contact with the divine masculine or the divine feminine, you can know like, whoa, I'm lacking this. This person can teach me. I'm ready to learn. And that's what it's all about. Life is just a school. We all here learning. I don't know everything. I just make these videos because I know it will help, because I wish I had somebody help me with this. If I had started this a long time ago, and came into contact with a lot of people that I'm in contact with now, not as in physical, some physical, mostly here on YouTube and other platforms, I would be light years ahead. But it is what it is, and everything ain't what it ain't. And I'm just embracing it and appreciating it all. And I just want you guys to really take in this information and know that mom and pop stores are important. And if you want to look at it, the esoteric aspect of it, it is really showing you how when you do the work, the real shadow work on a constant basis with your feminine and your masculine energy, you can make something out of nothing that could become a successful mom and pop store. All right, that's it. See you guys.